Today we'll be talking about the weekly current affairs series by CSPs. The most important developments of this week from 27th September to 3rd October, which are helpful for CSS aspirants and other competitive exams. The first development that took place on 27th September 2021. Russia in sync with China, US and Pakistan on Taliban. Russia, China, Pakistan and the United States are working together to ensure that Afghanistan's new Taliban rulers keep their promises, especially to form a genuinely representative government and to prevent extremism from spreading, Russia's foreign minister said on 25th September 2021. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, said the four countries are in ongoing contact. He said representatives from Russia, China and Pakistan recently traveled to Qatar and then to Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, to engage with both the Taliban and representatives of secular authorities, former President Hamid Karzai and Abdullah Abdullah, who headed the ousted government's negotiating council with the Taliban. Lavrov, in his speech at the UN General Assembly, said the interim government announced by Taliban does not reflect the actual makeup of Afghan society, ethno-religious and political forces, so we are engaging in contact. Moving on to the second important development that took place on 27th September, US allows humanitarian assistance toward reaches understanding on Taliban. The US Treasury Department has issued licenses to facilitate humanitarian aid and financial assistance to the people of Afghanistan while upholding sanctions on the Taliban. Andrea Gacki, Director of US Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, said US is committed to facilitating the flow of humanitarian assistance to the people of Afghanistan and other activities that support their basic human needs. 28 September 2021 developments. Supreme Court rejects petition for presidential form of government. The Supreme Court on 27 September 2021 rejected a set of appeals seeking immediate holding of a nationwide referendum by Prime Minister Imran Khan to pave the way for presidential against the prevalent parliamentary form of government. Aspirants are advised to follow parliamentary versus presidential debate for political science, Pakistan affairs and essay. IMF assured of Pakistan's commitment to programs. Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen on 27 September 2021 assured the International Monetary Fund of Pakistan's commitment to its ongoing Extended Fund Facility program and hoped to successfully complete the upcoming review as well as Article 4 consultations. During a meeting with the outgoing and nominated resident representatives of the IMF, the Finance Minister said the government would formally launch the track and trace system for tobacco products on 1st October this year. This is also one of the requirements under the EFF program, an official statement quoted Mr. Tareen as saying. The minister told the IMF team that reforms were being carried out in the power sector to address the issue of circular debt. European Union and US urge Iran to give access to International Atomic Energy Agency. The European Union and the US on 27 September 2021 urged Iran to allow inspectors access to a nuclear site, while Tehran argued the facility was exempt from a recent agreement with the UN watchdog. The Vienna-based International Atomic Energy Agency said on Sunday it had been denied indispensable access to the Tessa Karaj centrifuge component manufacturing workshop near Tehran, contrary to a 12th September agreement with Iran. Iran's ambassador to the International Atomic Energy Agency, Kazim Gharibabadi, on Monday rejected the charge. 29 September 2021 developments. Iran, Saudi Arabia hold first talks since Raisi's appointment. Representatives from Iran and Saudi Arabia have held a new round of talks in Baghdad, two Iraqi officials said in first such meeting between the regional forces since President Raisi was sworn in Tehran. The meeting held last week discussed pending issues between the two countries, according to a previously agreed roadmap, including diplomatic representation between the two countries, according to one Iraqi official. The official said the meeting was not on a ministerial level but described the talks as positive. Aspirants are advised to research why the two countries are coming closer. Pakistan, UK agreed to form working group to strengthen ties. Pakistan and the United Kingdom on Tuesday agreed to form a joint working group to formulate a strategy for strengthening bilateral ties in multiple spheres, including trade and investment. The bilateral ties were discussed during a meeting between Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and UK's Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs and Minister for Women and Equality, Liz Truss, wherein the former put forward a proposal for formation of a joint working group. 30th September 2021 developments. Most loans under CPEC at commercial rates. A substantial chunk of Chinese development financing under this China-Pakistan Economic Corridor consists of loans that are at or near commercial rates as opposed to grants, according to a report released on September 29, 2021 by Age Data, a US-based international development research lab, shedding light on Beijing's Global Development Program. The report said Chinese loans under CPEC constitute 95.2% and 73% of total commitments in energy and transport sectors, respectively. China committed $34.4 billion in development finance to Pakistan between 2000 and 2017. Islamabad is the seventh largest recipient of Chinese overseas development financing, with 71 projects worth $27.3 billion currently underway. New Delhi working on strategic tunnel to link Ladakh and Health Valley. Following the meeting, the foreign minister told the media that Secretary of State had accepted his proposal for a joint working group so that the two countries could mutually assist each other in strengthening bilateral ties. It is also important to know that Pakistan exports to UK stands at $1.7 billion in 2020. Pakistan-Russia to strengthen military ties. Pakistan and Russia on September 29, 2021 agreed to strengthen their bilateral military cooperation. The agreement was reached during the third round conference of Russia-Pakistan Joint Military Consultative Committee meetings held here. The JMCC was set up in 2018 as the top bilateral forum on defense cooperation. Pak-Russia ties date back to 1974 when Bhutto visited. Pak-Russia bilateral trade is $727 million. 1st October 2021 developments. Israeli FM opens embassy in first visit to Bahrain. Israel and Bahrain cemented their year-old agreement to establish diplomatic ties on September 30, 2021, with the king of the small Gulf Arab state hosting Israel's foreign minister, who for the first time opened an embassy in the capital of Manama. Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid met King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa on the same day as the first direct flight from Manama touched down in Tel Aviv. The top Israeli diplomat later called the visit warm and optimistic. UAE, Bahrain and Sudan are the latest countries to have diplomatic ties with Israel. 2nd October 2021 developments. Government offers pardon to TTP groups seeking patch-up. In a stunning development, Prime Minister Imran Khan on October 1, 2021 offered general pardon to the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, provided the banned group laid down weapons, disclosing that the government was in talks with some groups of the output seeking reconciliation. The opposition, Pakistan People's Party, questioned the move to hold negotiations without taking the parliament into confidence, arguing that it would only add to the pains and grief of families of martyrs, whereas Information Minister Fawaz Chaudhry asserted that the TTP family members who wanted to shun the path of violence should be given a chance to return to the mainstream and lead a normal life. Yes, we forgive them and they become normal citizens, Prime Minister Khan said in an interview with TRT World when asked if the government was asking them to lay down arms. North Korea has fired a new anti-aircraft missile. North Korea has recently fired a new anti-aircraft missile, state media said on October 1, 2021, as the United Nations Security Council prepares to meet in response to a recent flurry of weapons tests by nuclear-armed nations. The anti-aircraft missile had a remarkable combat performance and included twin rudder controls and other new technologies, the official Korean Central News Agency said. 3rd October 2021 developments. Taliban raid IS hideout north of Kabul. Taliban and US cooperate against ISIS. Taliban fighters raided a hideout of the militant Islamic State group north of Afghan capital on October 1, 2021, killing and arresting an unspecified number of militants, a Taliban spokesman said. Since the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan in mid-August, there has been an increase in attacks by IS militants targeting Taliban members. The Taliban and IS are enemies, and the attacks have raised the specter of a wider conflict between the long-time rivals. Pakistan's exports to Afghanistan fall sharply since Taliban takeover. The flow of Afghan transit trade and Pakistan's exports to Afghanistan saw a deeper drop since the Taliban took control of Kabul in August. The flow of cargo fell by 16% in August 2021 and a further decline of 73% in September from last year, which many experts attributed to the uncertainty in the wake of the takeover of Afghanistan. It is important to remember that Pakistan-Afghanistan bilateral trade stands at $980 million, with Pakistan exports to AFG at $82 million and imports at $147 million. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below your thoughts, and share this informative video with other aspirants. Please stay tuned for upcoming current affairs series by CSPs published weekly.